St. Regis, Montana. This is a great location here along I-90 in a beautiful section of Montana, pretty close to the Idaho border. Not only do I love the location, but you're right here on hole 6 tee box. It's a cool little golf course community. My name's Miles McLaughlin. I'm going to talk through this property with you, go over some FAQs and talk about a little bit more about our business model. So we offer a self-service, real estate model. We're sharing with you what we know. I'll go over those things here in this video. I'll talk to you about how to access the property successfully and have a successful land visit, and a few different things you might be able to do with the property and how to do some of your own due diligence. So just clicking through some of the photos to start. I actually went out to this property in person. It's a great location. This neighborhood is awesome. You're close to Kalispell, you're close to Missoula, you're right off 90, Coeur d'Alene's not far away. This is just a world-class part of the country. You can see our properties right here on the corner, I think. Here's the access roads. You've got great views in all directions. It's a quiet little community. Here's your backyard. This is where your deck's going to be. You're going to be grilling burgers, watching people tee off on hole 6, probably playing a few holes yourself in the evening, while everybody else in the house is doing dishes, right? So anyhow, you're looking at your backyard here on hole 6, and we're looking at just playing a few holes. I've always thought it'd be cool to live on a golf course myself. Just go out, play a few holes in the evening. If you're looking for a vacation spot, this offers a landing point. If you travel 90 regularly, I don't know what all the restrictions are to RVs, but the people were building some homes back here. There's some ATVs, some quads, some razors. People are driving around. I ran into a couple from Vegas who work remote. It was 3, 4 o'clock on a Friday, having a couple White Claws, playing the golf course, right? They got done with work early, having a good time, cruising around on their own golf cart. So it is a golf cart community, a fun one to live in. You are right next to the river as well. So, not only do you have golf, do you have a great location here in your property, but you've got access to the river here, the Clark Fork River. You've got access to Ski and Lookout Pass. And it's really easy access off 90, right? So you're close to Missoula, you're close to Coeur d'Alene. I talked about some of that stuff. The major selling point here is there's a listing back here for like 130, 125 that's adjacent to our property. We're going to be the lowest price on the market. We strive to leave some meat on the bone for the next buyer. So one of the big selling points here is, hey, even if you're not building right now, at our price of $99,000 or less, we're open to working with you on a cash sale. We offer seller financing. Again, we'll work with cash buyers and get a price that works for both sides, but you're buying below market value. It offers the opportunity to buy and hold the property. So I'm going to get into access first, and then I'm going to talk about what you can do with the property and how that works being on Trestle Creek Golf Course. So to access this property, it's fairly simple. Just use the GPS coordinates. That's all we're doing here. I'm going to plug those into my favorite app. I use Onyx Maps. And I've got them plugged in already. So all you're doing is copying and pasting these coordinates into Onyx Maps or a different app system. You can see we're real close to the Clark Fork River. Actually, on the other side of the river, this is Lolo National Forest in your backyard. Over 500,000 acres, 550,000 acres of Lolo National Forest. This is state of Montana property down here. So you probably have some river access somewhere down here. Again, the state owns that. DNR does. Fish and Wildlife is down here. So if I zoom out, we can just see we're surrounded by either Lolo National Forest or state lands, right? There's almost 1,000 acres here that the state owns. So again, you've got campgrounds, you've got fishing access sites all nearby, all along here on the Clark Fork River. So, and again, I-90 is right here too. So this location's super private. You'd have no clue you were in 90. St. Regis is a cool little town. And again, if you're traveling, I'll pull it up on a bird's eye view. We're right here. We're between Missoula and Coeur d'Alene. Kalispell is north. Flathead Lake is up here. So you've got a lot of Hamilton's down here. This is world-class fly fishing. So you're really close to a lot of different landing points, Sandpoint, Spokane, Whitefish, Missoula. So again, I can't emphasize how nice this location is hopping on 90. This is Lookout Pass. So you're really close to Lookout Pass ski area for the winter. Like I said, you're close to skiing and you're close to fishing. You're close to hiking. As I zoom out, this is all national forest. All this stuff in green surrounding you is going to be national forest. So a great landing point, a great vacation spot, or a great place to work remote or retire. So again, going back to accessing the property, I'm simply using GPS coordinates. I'm using my favorite app, Onyx Maps. If you don't have Onyx Maps, you can access it using the coordinates. And I'll kind of go over what I see in the property here, how you can do that. You can look at natural features in the landscape. So earlier I had some of these aerial images pulled up, and I'll show you on Onyx Maps too. But we can see we're not the corner lot. Actually, that's going to be Jasper Rochelle here. We're one in. And the plat lines are a little bit off. So really, this is a platted out road right here. All these properties should be pushed, I guess, where am I going? This way or the opposite way, right? They should be pushed back here. So really your property line is on the road and it comes back a little bit, comes up to hole 6 tee box. So we've got hole 6 right here on Trestle Creek Golf Course. So we're looking at just a classic flat buildable property. You've seen somebody has built here. I think he had a shop, an accessory structure, like a secondary garage. So it sounds like that's allowed. We can look at some aerial imagery and see that folks have built. There's no problem with power. There's no issues with wells or septics back here. Like I said, I ran into a few folks. They love the area. They had no issues with developing their property either. So if you're looking for like well depth and like some insight into wells or septics, get on Google, call some local well companies, call some local septic companies, see if they've worked in this Trestle Creek community. Talk to the HOA. They're going to have information for you as well. And so going on to, it's not really an HOA. You're part of a subdivision, right? And there's some covenants that run with the land to protect this community. And you can find the plat map, covenants, and additional documents here. So I share that inside the listing. And you can simply read through, Trestle Creek subdivision covenants. I'll let you do that in your own. I won't hold you up in this video going through it all. You can read road and utility easement information. Here's some additional easement information. We all know these have access. It's really obvious there's a road going to all the properties, so I'm not worried about that there. And then you can see the plat map as well. So seeing we're right here, this lot on the corner almost, lot 9 here. So we're looking at a 1/2 acre. And that's what I've got on the property. I've got a link to the golf course right here. If you want to read more about it, see some more photos of the golf course, there you are. Like I said, I went and looked at this property. If it was in my wheelhouse right now, it might be something I'm keeping and maybe building on someday. So like I said, I always dreamed of living on a golf course. So any questions, give me a call. I've got other land deals in Montana. Like I said, we offer more of a self-service model, offering cash discounts for cash buyers, and we do offer some seller financing terms. So whatever you're in the market for, give me a shout. My name is Miles McLaughlin here at Wilco Land, 605-250-1256. Thanks for viewing.